Imagine standing on the precipice of something both thrilling and terrifying, a moment where the boundaries between creation and destruction blur, and the line between human ambition and madness becomes hopelessly tangled. This is the essence of Frankenstein, a tale of creation and consequences, Mary Shelley's haunting masterpiece that has captivated readers for nearly 2 centuries. Picture it, a young man driven by an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and power, willing to defy nature itself in his quest to bring life where there was none before. That man is Victor Frankenstein, the brilliant yet tragically flawed protagonist of Shelley's novel. From the outset, we are thrust into a world of scientific ambition unchecked by moral restraint. Frankenstein's journey begins in Geneva during the summer of 1796, where he and his friend Henry Clerval spend their days discussing philosophy, science, and the wonders of life itself. But it is not until Victor arrives at the University of Ingolstadt that his thirst for knowledge truly ignites. There, under the tutelage of Professor M. Waldman, a man who speaks with the voice of a prophet about the vast potentialities of natural philosophy, Frankenstein's imagination begins to run wild. He becomes obsessed with the idea of creating life, not just in the form of small creatures or plants, but in the shape of a human being. As he delves deeper into his experiments, Victor's obsession grows until it consumes him entirely. Night after night, he works tirelessly in his laboratory, fueled by a mixture of ambition and an overwhelming sense of purpose. It is during this period that we begin to see the cracks in Frankenstein's character, his isolation from society, his disregard for the ethical implications of his actions, and his blind belief in the infallibility of his own genius. He becomes so engrossed in his work that he neglects his health, his studies, and even his dearest friend Henry. The creation of the monster marks a pivotal moment not only in Victor's life, but also in the novel itself. It is a turning point where the story shifts from one of scientific triumph to one of profound tragedy and moral reckoning. The very act of bringing this creature to life sets in motion a chain of events that will test Victor's humanity, challenge his beliefs, and ultimately lead him on a path of torment and despair. Throughout Frankenstein, Shelley explores deep themes of ambition, responsibility, and the dangers of unchecked scientific progress. He raises questions about what it means to be human, the consequences of playing God, and the moral obligations we have towards those we create or bring into this world. The novel also delves into issues of loneliness, rejection, and the search for belonging, themes that resonate strongly with the monster himself, a being born without a mother's love or acceptance from society. But perhaps most striking about Frankenstein is its enduring relevance. In an era where scientific advancements continue to push the boundaries of what we thought possible, Shelley's warnings about the perils of unchecked ambition and the ethical responsibilities that come with playing God feel as pertinent today as they did when she first penned them nearly 200 years ago. The novel serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the importance of considering the moral implications of our actions and the potential consequences of seeking power beyond its limits. So, as we embark on this journey through Frankenstein's world, let us prepare ourselves for a story that is both captivating and unsettling, one that challenges our assumptions about humanity and raises profound questions about the nature of creation itself. In the words of Victor Frankenstein, learn from me, if not by my precepts, at least by my example, how dangerous is the acquirement of knowledge. For in exploring the depths of human ambition and its dark underbelly, we come to understand the true weight of the consequences that can follow when we dare to play God. Victor Frankenstein's journey is one of relentless pursuit, driven by an insatiable curiosity that borders on obsession. As a young student in Geneva, his life was idyllic, filled with the love and support of his family and friends. But beneath this surface lay a seed of discontent, a desire to unlock the secrets of life itself. His mind raced with thoughts of creation, of bringing forth new forms of existence through science and alchemy. It's fascinating how Victor's ambition is so closely tied to his emotional void. He lacks deep familial connections, feeling alienated from his loved ones despite their unwavering support. This isolation fuels his quest for knowledge, as if he seeks to fill this emptiness with something tangible, some proof of his worth. His father's words, "Learn from me, if not by my precepts, at least by my example, how dangerous is the acquirement of knowledge," echo ominously in Victor's mind, yet they do little to deter him. Victor's journey takes him from Geneva to Ingolstadt, where he immerses himself in a world of science and philosophy. It's there that his true genius shines through, as he begins to piece together the elements needed for his grand experiment. The process is painstakingly detailed, requiring years of study and dedication. Victor becomes consumed by his work, neglecting both his health and his relationships. His experiments take place in secrecy, fueled by a desire to be the first to achieve what no one else has dared attempt. The birth of the monster marks a pivotal moment in Victor's life, yet it is shrouded in tragedy from the start. The creature's appearance is grotesque, a composite of various body parts stitched together with the hope that it would embody life itself. However, this creation brings nothing but sorrow and despair. Victor, overwhelmed by his own handiwork, abandons the monster at its birth, unable to face the reality of what he has created. The monster's initial reaction to his creator is one of confusion and curiosity, a stark contrast to the immediate rejection it faces from Victor. It seeks understanding and acceptance, reaching out in innocence for connection. This moment highlights the theme of alienation that runs throughout the novel. not only in Victor's own isolation, but also in the monster's struggle to find its place in the world. Victor's journey is a profound exploration of the consequences of unchecked ambition and the ethical implications of playing God. His desire to transcend human limitations leads him down a path where he loses sight of his moral compass. The monster, born out of Victor's hubris, serves as a mirror image of its creator's failures and sins. It embodies the very monstrosity that Victor fears within himself. In essence, Victor's story is one of tragic irony. His quest for knowledge and creation leads to his downfall, illustrating how even the noblest intentions can have devastating outcomes when they are pursued without consideration for their ethical implications. The novel raises questions about the limits of scientific inquiry and the responsibilities that come with wielding such power. As Victor's journey unfolds, we are left to ponder the nature of humanity and our place in the world. Are we defined by our creations or by our failures? Can we ever truly escape the shadows of our own actions? These are the profound questions that Mary Shelley poses through her intricate narrative, leaving us with a lasting impression of Victor Frankenstein's tragic path and the monstrous consequences of his ambitions. As we delve deeper into the heart of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, we find ourselves in a world where justice is not merely sought, but relentlessly pursued by the monster, Victor Frankenstein's creation. This monstrous being, often portrayed as nothing more than a grotesque and evil entity, emerges as a deeply complex character with a profound sense of morality and justice that challenges our very understanding of what it means to be human. From his first breaths on the desolate shores of Ingolstadt, the monster learns about life through the eyes of his creator, Victor Frankenstein. Initially innocent and naive, he quickly becomes disillusioned as he discovers the horrors of rejection and cruelty inflicted upon him by society purely based on his appearance. His pursuit for justice begins when he is denied acceptance and companionship, leading him to question not only his existence but also the morality of those who created and abandoned him. The monster's journey is marked by a series of tragic encounters that further cement his resolve to seek justice. He meets Victor in the mountains, where the creation confronts his creator with the myriad of wrongs he has endured since coming into being. The monster's eloquent appeal for compassion and understanding is poignant and powerful, revealing his inner world of emotions and desires. His narrative, rich with detail and emotional depth, paints a picture of a being who longs to be loved and accepted, yet is relentlessly persecuted for reasons beyond his control. Victor, consumed by guilt and the fear of retribution, fails to recognize the monster's humanity or acknowledge the suffering he has caused. This failure drives the monster deeper into despair and resentment. He decides that if justice cannot be obtained through peaceful means, it must be sought through vengeance. The monster's subsequent actions, killing William Frankenstein, Justine Moritz, Henry Clerval, and Elizabeth Lavenza, are not merely acts of retribution, but a desperate attempt to bring Victor to his knees, to make him feel the pain he himself has endured. However, as the story unfolds, we see a shift in the monster's perspective. His actions become less about exacting revenge and more about seeking redemption for Victor. In one of the most poignant moments of the novel, the monster expresses a deep sense of remorse and sorrow for his deeds, acknowledging that he too is capable of feeling guilt and longing for forgiveness. He offers to destroy himself if Victor will create a companion for him, hoping that through this act of self-sacrifice he can redeem himself in some way. The monster's pursuit of justice is not just about seeking retribution, it is also a reflection on the cyclical nature of violence and cruelty. His experiences underscore the importance of empathy and understanding, challenging us to reconsider our own judgments and actions. The novel raises critical questions about responsibility and accountability, asking whether we are truly accountable for our creations or byproducts, and whether justice can ever be achieved through violence. In the end, the monster story is one of tragic nobility. Despite his monstrous appearance and actions, he embodies a sense of humanity that Victor himself lacks. He seeks not power or glory, but understanding and acceptance. His journey is a poignant reminder of the complexity of human nature and the profound consequences of our actions. Reading Frankenstein is an invitation to explore these deep themes in a world where morality is often blurred and justice elusive. It challenges us to confront our own prejudices and biases, to recognize the humanity in all beings, and to strive for compassion and understanding. In a world that can sometimes feel cold and unforgiving, Shelley's novel offers a powerful reminder of the importance of empathy and the enduring human spirit. Through the eyes of the monster, we are invited to see our own flaws and the potential for redemption within ourselves. This is why Frankenstein remains a timeless masterpiece, a tale that continues to resonate with readers across generations and cultures.